Hi there Capricorn, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your intuitive tarot reading for work and money for June 2020. I'm going to give these Rider-Waites a good shuffle, and when the first one falls, I'm going to choose your cards, starting with an overarching energy, see what the theme is for you in work and money for June, followed by some specific cards for work, and some related to your money and finances. So let's see what comes out. Work and money, Capricorn, June 2020. Capricorn. Work and finance. Flash of the Magician there, guys. Work and money. Capricorn. Here it goes. Emperor, card of Aries, in control, shaping your world, not letting the world shape you, stepping into power, authority. Some of you might be stepping into leadership. King of Cups, Scorpio energy, water sign, being emotionally stable, grounded, emotionally intelligent. Now both of these cards just came out for Cancer. Double King energy with the Emperor. This is definitely leadership energy. The Chariot, the Star. Interesting. If you have had financial difficulties, that is over with the Star. It's very healing energy. Let's get some clarifiers. Moving ahead to better times in the finance sector over there, Capricorn. Let's clarify these kings. Lots of king energy. Actually, it's a bit of a theme at the moment. Too many. Knight of Pentacles, laying new plans, preparing, sowing new seeds for success. All the people cards, guys. Might have to get some more clarifiers. Clarify that King of Swords, see what we get. People. Might be, you know, really working as part of a team or connecting with a new team. Two male bosses or mentors, maybe? Oh, guess what, guys? We've got the Emperor again. Wow. This is boss energy. Total boss energy. Alright, let's finish off in the money sector and I'll see if I need anything else for those. Let's just pull another card. Four kind of people cards. I know the Emperor's major arcana, but it's still like a strong kind of person energy, like a boss or mentor energy, entrepreneur energy as well. This is like really stepping into power. Alright, we've got two. This is just getting weird, guys. We've got the Chariot, clarified with the Chariot. We've got the Emperor with the Emperor. And we've got the Eight of Swords. It's been coming out all the time today as well. Definitely the end of financial hardship. Money is looking really good, especially if you're moving into some kind of position of greater authority. Generally means more money. I'm going to just draw another energy just for this segment that we've got going on here. Too many. So we've got two repetitions here plus two kings, so it's kind of like three repetitions. Okay. Let's get one direct card coming out here, please. For Capricorn. There it goes. Akashic Records. Well, this is definitely written for you. I mean, that's my card of destiny, that one, Akashic Records. It's an extra major arcana in this Starchild Tarot deck. And it kind of also means that you have the ability this week to tap into the knowledge, universal knowledge. It's kind of like this concept of everything that has kind of happened now in past, you know, bloodlines, lives, past times. It kind of stays in the Akashic library and it can be accessed by us. So there's this real sense of having access to knowledge this week, having access to power. You know, maybe some of you might be going for a promotion or an interview, and it's saying that you have access to all the information that you need in order to basically nail it, step into that boss energy, step up into that leadership. I'm going for one more because That one there is a great card, but it's not really giving me too much more information on these kings. Okay. This is actually kind of spooky. Did you see that when I was shuffling it, the Ace of Wands flipped over and I flipped it back? Well, here it is again. It wants to come out. It wants to be seen. Also had the Eight of Cups here. Sometimes some of you are moving into a greater sense of fulfillment in your career. Let me just set these up a little bit neater and then be back and change the candle as well. Okay, Capricorn, you know, your overarching energy is the Emperor. Emperor appears twice. We have two kings in this reading. I'm just going to call this as total boss energy. Some of you this week are going to be moving into leadership positions, supervisors, bosses, maybe mentoring another colleague. As an energy, if that's not your situation, as an energy, the Emperor is about taking strategic, practical, logical steps to shape your career, your job, your work situation, your financial situation, rather than letting it kind of happen to you, or, you know, it's about actually strategically, you know, shaping that rather than, you know how some people just go over the flow, they go with the opportunities that come their way. It's like, no, it's time to ask yourself, what do you want and what do you need to do? What foundation do you need to lay in order to make that happen? So that's the energy of the Emperor, and it's about removing emotions from it, getting down to business, doing the work. You know, that's what's going to allow you to invite that abundance into your life. You know, this is number 4 in the major arcana. It's about foundations. It's about, you know, getting the foundation right to build yourself a stable tower of work on it. Knight of Crystals or Knight of Pentacles is also about doing the preparatory work, working that land ready to take the seeds to grow into abundant harvest. So that's what we have here. Now in your work cards, we have a new opportunity here with the Ace of Wands. The new opportunity with the Ace of Wands is something that you are going to be passionate about, that is on purpose for you. Remember, we have the Akashic Records card under that, which for me, my interpretation of that card is that this is destined, it is divinely written. We have a divinely written opportunity for you to step into a sense of leadership or more responsibility or a greater sense of power in the workplace. And this is kind of what you're meant to be doing. The Ace of Wands is something that's linked to passion and purpose. You're going to be energized, you're going to feel enthusiastic about it. It's this fiery new opportunity coming in for you. Double Kings. Now, a couple of readings for that there. You've just got all this kind of boss energy here. So that kind of represents that stepping up and stepping into the leadership for me. Now, as an energy, the King of Swords sees the bigger picture, sees how all the pieces are fitting together in order to strategically move forward in your career. That's what the Emperor sees. That's what the Charioteer, you know, it's all about that moving forward, but seeing how everything fits together. The King of Cups for me says that you're in a good emotional place. You know, you've got the Emperor energy that's got all the practical, logical, fact-driven skills, but you also have the emotional intelligence. And you have the emotional intelligence to use emotion in the workplace and in your career this month, without allowing it to own you, or without allowing it to get out of control. You are going to be the master of your emotions. You're going to be unshakable. You're going to be able to manage yourself even if things get tough or tough things come your way. You've totally got this. So I see that there is some new foundation being laid for you, and I think that foundation is for you to step up and lead. So for some of you, you might be moving into that role this month, or for some of you, you might have just come to that kind of insight that you know that that's where you want to go, and you're starting to take the strategic steps to get there. Maybe some of you are taking a course of study. Maybe some of you are being mentored in the workplace by somebody. That's a possibility as well, to kind of, it's kind of like a plan for you to kind of, I've forgotten what the word is, but yeah, a plan for you to be able to take the place of a mentor or boss should they leave your work. So that's a possibility as well. The two kings here, some of you might be in a situation with two main bosses or CEOs, two key male figures. I'm seeing very male energy here, guys. It could be women, but it would be in a very kind of dominant authoritarian energy there. So I am seeing that some of you might be in a workplace with two key male figures, and maybe it's one of them that's going to offer you this Ace of Wands and say, hey, we've been watching you for a while. That's what the King of Swords does. We've been watching you from, you know, from afar, from my eagle-eye view. I've had my eye on you because I think that you make good leadership material. Now I'm offering you this Ace of Wands. I can see that you've got the motivation. You're going to do what it takes. You're going to take the inspired action to be great in this company, to be great in this organization, to be the emperor. Someone is seeing your emperor energy. Someone is seeing that you've got what it takes. Yeah, and they want you to somehow come up the ranks, to, you know, they're willing to invest in you. Also hearing that with that Knight of Crystals. They want to plant that seed for you. So it's definitely a step into power. That is what I'm feeling here, guys. Over here in your money sector, we have the Chariot twice with the Star and the Eight of Swords. So there is a sense of moving towards greater financial abundance, and that could be because of this progression, Capricorn, that we see here. The Star is about renewal, rebirth, healing. Some of you might be healing, you know, your self-limiting beliefs around money, because the Eight of Swords can be that sense of victim mentality or being held back in some way. So some of you might be finally seeing, wow, you know, there's real opportunity for me. I can see that my money is going to improve. Yeah, I'm gonna dream big now, because now I can actually see it. I think it's the end of that hardship, and my goodness, I'm ready to get on that horse and charge towards it. The Chariot, that's a card of victory, guys. It's a card of moving forward at pace, using the intention and will of the mind, whereas the Eight of Swords is maybe about the mind being a little bit out of control and, you know, the over-analytical thoughts or the self-limiting beliefs, whereas the Charioteer knows that he needs to keep his inner game pretty pure, because that is that's the fuel that moves that heavy stone chariot forward. So it's like, if you can believe, if you can own it, if you can have the confidence, the esteem, let go of those self-limiting beliefs, there's an opportunity to step up, to step into power, to step into greater responsibility, to maybe become the boss, the team leader, or the person that's shining here this week, because you're willing to put the work in, and it's going to lead you to the abundance that you desire, Capricorn. So obviously it's a pretty specific reading. It's not going to be for everyone, but that is the energy of the cards, guys. It's just boss energy all over this. It's got your name on it. You're being given that wand of power, and you're being asked to lead with it. Okay, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it there. I do hope you enjoyed the reading. It's really exciting for you guys that this reading is for. Do keep in mind I am reading for a collective, which means it won't be everyone's reading. If it's not, don't make it fit. Do leave me a comment. I want to know if some of you guys are like going out there and just getting it this month, because it looks like it. And the comments, I try to read them all, respond to them all. It helps me connect with you guys, get to know you. And I'll be back here for plenty more readings across the month.